Boa tarde, boa noite, meus consagrados, como é que vocês estão? Cara, não sei se essa live vai ser muito longa, eu acho que não, mas tava com vontade de jogar o joguinho, então vamos jogar o joguinho. Vamos jogar o joguinho, e é isso aí, velho, eu tô assim sem ideia do que fazer. Tá, eu falei com um cara aqui de novo. Nossa senhora, velho, essa tarefa só aumenta. Ah, isso aqui eu tenho que visitar amanhã, às 21. Então, ou seja, tá longe pra caralho. Isso aqui é difícil pra porra, ainda não consegui descer o corpo. Todas as peças da armadura vai demorar. Não tem como eu marcar, tipo assim, tipo, depois, tipo, deixar uma tarefa pra ver depois, sabe? Tarefas de longo prazo, separar de longo prazo das de curto prazo. Bom, deu um broche comemorativo. Eu vou devolver pra ela. Tenho que conseguir essas assinaturas, né? Isabel e Liliane, lá na Vila de Pesca sem nome na costa, assina o documento do Everett. Uma vez que as assinaturas estejam asseguradas, envie o documento para o contador do Everett usando a caixa de correio na praça. Vamos ver como é que vai ser. Vamos ver como é que vai ser. Porque esse maluco tem toda a pinta de que tá mentindo pra mim. Apesar de que a minha intuição disse que não. É... E aí, o que é que eu penso? Eu penso que na hora que eu for lá conversar com as pessoas, eu vou entender melhor a situação. E aí, chegando lá, eu decido se eu de fato vou querer que eles assinem ou não. Ô meu amigo, se você puder correr aí fazendo um favor. Tá, se eu dou 2 cliques ele corre. Ok. Mano, agora sim, eu tenho que adivinhar onde é essa porra também, né? Já tá de tardezinha. Tururu, tu, tu, tururu. Deve ser por aqui, né? Isabel e Liliane na vila de pesca sem nome na costa. Deve ser isso aqui. Deixa eu perguntar pra aquele cara ali se ele conhece. Opa, meu
A
consagrado.
striking woman
Ah, é uma
leans
mulher.
against the cabin top of her sailing boat, smiling as you approach. Her green raincoat glistens with droplets.
Good afternoon, officers. I'm Joyce. Joyce L. Messier. I represent the board of Wild Pines, the owners of the harbour. You gentlemen must be from the RCM.
Calma aí, ela é o quê? Diretoria de Wild Pines, proprietários do porto, os senhores devem ser da SM. Essa aproxima e estende a mão. Eu aperto a
I'm
mão
glad to
dela.
see you here. I was dispatched to handle a strike, not a lynching. Anything I can do to assist the RCM in this matter, I will, gladly.
That is good
Ok.
to hear, madame. My colleague will take the lead on this interview. I should let you know that he is recovering from an unusual medical episode. Very unusual. But I can assure you of his ultimate competence.
É isso, Kim. Você me defende, me defende.
There's a trace of irony in his voice. Mischief, even. The lieutenant is hatching some
Eu
scheme.
sei, né, porra.
How interesting. I wish you a swift recovery. In the meanwhile, you have my full cooperation, and the full cooperation of the Wild Pines group.
It's hard to get a read on her precise disposition, but she appears helpful.
Ok, você tá num barco falando mal de Pines. Você pode me dizer sobre essa greve? Isso aqui eu quero perguntar. O que você pode me dizer sobre esse linchamento? Joga sobre essas tatuagens, ok? Posso mostrar foto? Pode me dar algum dinheiro? Caralho, não vou pedir. Sobre a greve.
Everything. Right up to, but not including, trade secrets.
Espere, e se eu quiser ouvir sobre segredos comerciais?
I believe the official title is Senior Labor Negotiator. In practice, I'm a grocery clerk. I relay the union's demands to Wild Pines and return with Wild Pines' counteroffer.
And how are the talks going?
They're not. That's the problem. The union stopped all negotiations a week ago, after that awful lynching took place. Now they won't even let me into the harbour. There's a 2-meter 20 racist behemoth blocking the gates. Let's say I was not making the kind of progress I'd hoped for when I first arrived.
Ok.
And when did you first arrive?
Quando, né?
I arrived 3 weeks ago. Yes, in the middle of February. The bay was still partially frozen then. I prefer to do these things on site, like the RCM.
But the strike began in December.
I wasn't the original negotiator here. I took over after Mr. Gaumont hit a wall with Mr. Clare, the union boss. Mr. Clare refused to speak with Gaumont despite concessions he'd granted the union in prior negotiations.
This isn't the first time the union has gone on strike?
Heavens no. There have been 2 prior strikes. Both times the union won significant concessions, including overtime pay and a medical plan. This time their demands are more, I guess you could say,
Ludicrous even. It's meant.
Tá. Quais são as demandas?
There are leaflets everywhere, and banners. What did they say again? Oh yes, every worker, a member of the board.
Most of the workers probably don't know what that means.
Não sei o que pensar sobre isso. Postura comum excessivamente agressiva. Parece que eles não têm ideia sobre negócios.
Fortunately, they explained it. Every time the Wild Pines group makes a decision about anything, it needs the signature of each of the 2,200 workers in its Martinez terminal.
Não, calma aí, irmão. Não.
Just so you understand, this is but one of 22 terminals owned by Wild Pines. Essentially, not only are they kings of the company, they are also kings of the 72,000 employees of Wild Pines Group.
É um pouco engraçado mesmo. Talvez não pode ser reis. O rei é rei. O rei está morto, e os trabalhadores.
They're having a blast. But how can they afford it? After 4 months, my assumption was they would prefer a more practical solution. I'm not sure. Naturally, I assumed that was just their opening position, a hard-nosed tactic with a side of mockery. But there's been no follow-up, just the same nonsense. And now, people are getting lynched, I hear. Behind the whirling in rags. A disastrous situation if there ever...
Excuse me, from whom did you hear about this lynching?
I first heard it from the bowyer at the gates. The one whose very name advertises his aversion to work. I think he said it was, "Call me mañana."
Tá. Tinha que ser ele, né?
Everard Clare is a man of the utmost integrity. If you can say one thing about him, it's that he always puts the interests of the workers first. Of course not. Everard is fantastically corrupt. I imagine he has a thick, viscous goo where you and I have blood. He is the most corrupt individual I have ever seen, and I deal with men like him for a living. If there is anyone more... Yes, Edgar looks exactly like his brother, except for that lazy eye. He also talks exactly like Everard does. And when one's term as foreman is up, the other takes... It's how they circumvent the term limits, you see, with a funny little switcheroo. While in office, they've embezzled God... Of course. The scabs? You mean the huddled masses of Jamrock, come to plead for work where the Union refuses to? If they were organized by Wild Pines or its affiliates, then it would be a company secret. I could not share it with you. Not right now, at least.
Tá.
It's implied she's open to discussing this matter with you at a later occasion.
Mr. Clare told him to... How did he put it? Fuck off, midget. Gaumont is short of stature, you see. Keep in mind, this is a negotiator. Mr. Clare has worked...
Sounds like usual aggressive posturing.
Of course.
Tá.
How else can I help?
Sobre o
Quite a
linchamento.
few things, I'm afraid. The information I'm to share with you includes sensitive trade secrets. For the sake of my employer, I have to ask for your names and badge numbers.
Pode incluir vocês conversados pelo menos o empregador tem que pedir os seus nomes e números de
Of course,
distintivo.
ma'am.
Nossa,
We
não
should have
tem.
introduced ourselves. I am Lieutenant Kitsuragi from Precinct 57. And this is my colleague from Precinct 41, Detective Dubois. I'm afraid Harry doesn't have his badge at the moment. I hope mine will suffice.
Oh, and what happened to yours, Detective?
Awkwardness washes over the conversation. The woman doesn't like this turn of events.
I see.
Hum.
So, are you saying you lost your badge during the course of this episode?
É possível, depois de uma noite de bebedeira, perdi toda a memória. Não, não vou falar isso. Poderia até ter comido, não me lembro de nada esse amor da cidade, nada. Sim.
I can't hear you, darling. Speak up, please.
Ai.
Oh dear. Some kind of encephalopathic amnesia. I don't even know how to respond. I do believe you, naive as that may sound. I simply can't imagine what you gain by faking such a condition.
As I said, ma'am, his technique may be very unconventional, but he is an officer of the RCM.
Of course, I sympathize. But I'm afraid I simply can't share anything more until I've seen that
Filha
badge.
da puta.
Hang on. She's a professional negotiator. She should be open to some sort of mutually beneficial arrangement.
Que tipo de arranjo? Como negocio a saída disso? Então, vou descobrir de alguma forma. Isso aqui.
She's a negotiator. Just float a favor at her.
Sim, tá.
Insinuate.
Certamente algum outro meio de demonstrar nossas credenciais de oficiais
I
da
will be
lei.
frank with you. If I'm going to break protocol, I need to be able to justify it to my superiors. They're going to want to see something very tangible.
You're in, but expect her to drive a hard bargain.
Reports from inside Terminal B suggest it's a hub for the local drug trade. This is an open secret in Martinez. The Union controls the terminal, so it goes to reason. The company has tried looking into this matter before, to no avail. Perhaps someone with your authority and resources might turn over the right stones. Or you can recover your badge. Though if I may be blunt with you, it sounds like that may be a lost cause.
Detective, a word in private before we continue.
Tá. O que é que você quer
This is
falar?
not going quite as I hoped it would, Detective. Honestly, I was expecting you to use your unorthodox technique to keep her off balance, and you know, not volunteer us to be her henchman. This woman is running circles around us. She might have known about your misplaced badge all along, or she's simply an adept improviser. Either way,
Caramba.
we've played straight into her hands.
He doesn't let it show, but there is a limit to how much the consequences of your unprofessional behavior can cost the investigation.
Ai, velho. Nós podemos somente, você sabe, achar um distintivo.
I'm sure you will, Detective. Oh, that would be fantastic, but do we have the time? The world is large and your badge is 8 by 6 centimeters.
The situation might have changed drastically by the time you locate it. Time
You could request a new one from your station, but that would literally take months.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with? That's the man who was killed. I'm afraid this is a discussion for once we've cleared the lynching question.
Droga.
Better not tie the fourth day to the bat's day on this. I hope there is something else I can help you with.
she wants to answer the question. Protocol keeps her from it.
Tá.
Of course, Detective.
Por enquanto, vou deixar essa véia aí, porque nem era isso que eu tava atrás. Isso aqui é os apartamentos lá, né? Tá, eu vou perguntar pra ela também. Vamos ver o nome das pessoas. Isobel e Liliane.
Give me a moment. I'm no one. Just an old woman who cleans these hallways. If you can call it living. I have a little room upstairs right next to the coal room. It's barely bigger than a closet. But I don't...
And all she gets, too. The coastal wind beats down hard on the coal room door outside. Splashes of waves make the balcony slippery. She hasn't spoken to anyone for a while. Even her sentences feel...
Ask away, policeman. People come and go. I don't care.
They probably just moved or died. Hopefully somewhere else.
No one lives there. It's been empty for months. Impossible. I would know if someone had moved in there. Maybe it's those countercultural people again. Breaking into a house like it's a public space. You're a policeman. Be good and take a look, will you?
Ah,
Young people. They're worse than rats. You know, always litter.
She mumbles some kind.
número 10. Qual que é o número 10?
You hear someone walking around and the walking stops abruptly, but no one. You can feel tension on the other side. A poor communard from the looks of it. The room is barely bigger than a closet.
Do I have to open the door? Do you have a warrant? I'm not obligated to open the door if you don't have a warrant.
Let's go. We don't have a reason to get inside that apartment.
It's generally easier to do things if you have literally any reason.
Excuse me? Of course not.
There's no sweet talking your way in there. Be official. You have plenty of reason to enter.
Abra a porta para que eu possa verificar essa identidade. Você está produzindo morfina aí dentro?
Oh, come on.
Well, that was easy.
That was smart.
Meu Deus, quem que é? Será que é uma das que a gente precisava?
Satisfied?
Corretora
My
de
name is Ariel
imóveis.
Charpentier, and I'm an agent with Martinez Realty Associates. I am not breaking in, as I have every right to be here. The keys, see?
Her voice is really cheerful, despite her obviously hating you.
Do you want to see my ID as well? You can't legally ask for it, but why not? Want to see my residence permit too?
It feels flimsy in hand, with the words Revachol Zone of Control. written under a nondescript municipal logo. There's a picture of her with shorter hair inside, along with all her personal details.
Thank you. Do you have any questions? I need to be back in Midtown in an hour. I need to get it ready for the next lease, but as you can see, the previous tenant completely trashed the place. It was some kind of a moribund old man who used to be a business owner. But that was months ago. Anyway, was there anything you wanted, or is that it? I'm in a hurry. Oh, that's another huge mess. The former tenant owes, and again, I have no idea how stupid mistakes like this can eat a hole in the wall. Can you believe it? And then the tenant ran.
The sum must have been puny. Oh, it irks her. The incompetence.
Don't ask me. Both apartments
Tá.
are, of course.
Vou avisar a senhora.
Give me a moment. I see. I hope some good people are finally going to move in. This place needs them.
Mulheres permissivas e pervertidas sexuais que virão. Nossa.
Yes. Well,
Your statements are too vague to comment on.
Tá. Opa.
What's this? We're getting reports of normal, reasonable, temperate, political opinions somewhere in Martinez.
Sou racional, sou racional. Alguém tem que ter o dever de deixar as coisas sãs por aqui. Isso é porque eu venho dizendo algumas alternativas, nenhuma das alternativas para assuntos políticos, não é?
The air suddenly feels calmer, more transparent in a strangely tender way. Perhaps it's the hangover. Perhaps it's time to become a citizen of the Kingdom of Conscience.
Meu Deus, finalmente eu deixei de estar bêbado pra caralho e... Meu Deus. Ah, deixa eu parar o passaporte.
I knew we could trust you. Remember, real democracy is just around the corner for Revachol.
Reino da consciência, menos 2 de meia luz. Águas calmas. Tempo de pesquisa 1 hora e 25 minutos. Tá, pelo que eu tô entendendo, todas as coisas têm tem prós e contras, né? Por exemplo, esse meia-luz. Deixa o corpo tomar o controle, ameaça pessoas. Não necessariamente isso é bom, mas não sei também. Ai, velho, eu não sei mais de nada. Não sei mais de nada. Eu acho que, pra mim, acho o mais útil mesmo é você saber mentir e saber detectar mentiras. Tá ligado? Isso aqui, meu amigo. Mas a quem que eu pergunto? Disso daqui, Isobel e Liliane. Oh, meu Deus do céu.
This door has been closed with a padlock. No reply. No reply. No reply. No reply. It's a solid lump of... Better whip out those cutters. You won't get very far otherwise.
Não. Oxe, o que que tinha aqui? Que observação interessante. Tá, talvez esse cara que saiba dizer alguma coisa.
The streets will
É
flow
outra
red
mulher.
once more. A great torrent.
The streets will not flow red with anything.
I'm Cindy the fucking Skull. What else do
Cindy,
you want to know? Date of
Isabel
birth,
Liliane.
blood type, the last time I was tested for Hep C.
Calma, sou Cindy, a maldita caveira. O que mais você quer saber? Data de nascimento, tipo sanguíneo, a última vez que fui testado para hepatite C? Não, claro que sou tipo sanguíneo, em seguida ri. Hepatite sim, qual foi a última vez? Só responder algumas perguntas, tá bom?
Ask away, pigman. But I don't promise to answer.
Mano, essa mulher com certeza é a mãe da menininha que é amiga do. Do moleque lá que fica atacando pedra, esqueci o nome dele. Kuno, do Kuno. Ela fala igualzinho ele. Ó, a menininha lá, sei lá. Pode perguntar por Kumano, mas eu não prometo responder. Fica chamando de porco. Apesar do desaforo, ela coloca a trincha de lado. Escolhendo toda hora pro lado. Tá olhando. O que você tá fazendo com a parede? Você sabe alguma coisa sobre o assassinato recente? Aquela cama na sala da calefação é sua?
The lieutenant is desperately searching for another handkerchief. Hatred, disgust, it's difficult to tell which of the two the woman on the boat does not notice her staring.
That is on her. Someone's got to keep an eye on her.
Ozon is an archipelago 2 days' travel away.
On a first name basis with her, are we? Piggy's moving up in the world.
Que é ozônio, porque tá na negatividade, pode crer. Também não gosto dela.
Pig's not half as dumb as he looks. Can't you tell? I'm painting a beautiful mural, an aereo graffiti. I haven't really started it yet. I'm waiting for the right words. Yeah?
Não ligo pra nós, continue o que você tava fazendo. Eu vou ter que mandar separar esse vandalismo, na verdade não tenho a minha opinião, mentira.
Let's be realistic. What are you going to do? Throw her off the balcony?
You heard your partner, Piggy. I'm unstoppable.
I don't condone the idea of using physical force on her. She's a girl.
Não, tudo bem. Sabe alguma coisa sobre o assassinato? Aquela cama na sala de
I ain't no
calefação?
snitch, Pigstein. Go forth and forage in someone else's shit. No shortage of squealers in.
Actually, there is a shortage of people who talk to us in a normal, calm,
We weren't put on this earth to make your life pleasant, fucko. What do I care about some fucking tin eggshells? Ugh, alright.
Oh.
Sad Piggy. I'll give you this one. I saw a little girl in the fishing village running around with military-grade handwear. Looked cute as hell. If you haven't been there, the village is a shithole down the coast
Tá.
from the main plaza. Have a good time!
Tá, então é seguindo pela praça principal, lá acima com a mão, mais ou menos na direção oeste. Divirta-se. Tá bom.
Piggy, I have no. Watch your.
Mano, mas calma aí, mapa. Então não é onde eu tô. Porra. Ai meu Deus, eu não tenho uma porra do mapa. Puta que pariu, irmão. Não é aqui onde eu tô. A vila é aquele bagulho então que tem que atravessar o negócio do esquema. Provável, né? Mas aí não tava fechado. Como é que eu vou atravessar pro outro lado? Não vou. Cara, ai, ai, ai. E pra
A
trás só por aqui,
crumpled
não dá?
billboard reading, Samaran butter soaks in the canal. Two ugly lines mar the... Whatever it is, the boy on the billboard go to milk a butter. The Samaran terrain makes it easier to raise. It's an acquired taste. Judging by the size of the impact and the parallel lines of burnt rubber, the cause was probably a motor vehicle.
Tá, então veio um veículo, pulou por cima dessa casa que bateu ali e atravessou pro outro lado. Caralho, esse cara é maluco. Olha o teto do barraco, olha a cratera, olha o painel de metal do telhado inclinado, os postes quebrados, a placa, a margem oposta.
Still speeding, the vehicle made a loop and vanished into the fog along the coast.
Tá.
Side slip marks indicated that the vehicle was traveling up the crater at 35 kilometers an hour. The black marks on the roof indicate that the vehicle vaulted from the crater to the roof of the shack.
Ok.
The panel served as a takeoff ramp. The vehicle soared through the air, hitting the billboard and upsetting the post. The sign broke the vehicle's fall into the canal. The Samaran butter billboard still looks freshly painted, suggesting it took the plunge recently, within the past 72 hours. There are two good candidates, the Caprice 40 and the Linear G22. It's about the right size, and the tire marks look like they came from the skinny tire. The Caprice 40 is a very popular model, with bank clerks, topping pie delivery drivers, secondary school teachers, cops, strippers dressed as cops, undressed strippers. Very sturdy but light motor carriage. More likely than most to survive that jump. The Linear G22 is not a particularly popular model due to its peculiar proportions, which the manufacturer's design team probably thought about. You'd have to follow the tracks to be sure. The lieutenant looks on.
Any theories about what happened here?
Parece que alguém tava com pressa de verdade, uma das imprudente no trânsito. Uma molecagem de primeira categoria.
What kind of car do you think it was?
Cara,
That's quite likely, from what I can tell.
eu tenho uma ideia de quem pode ter sido.
Oh, the traffic hooliganism? I hope not. Fortunately, we are not traffic cops. Should we get back to the murder? If we must.
I'm not expecting him to get far with this, the lieutenant.
Mano, mas eu queria usar isso aqui era pra eu atravessar pro outro lado, cara. Ah, tem um mano ali, né? Falar com ele. Eu lembro que eu já tinha falado com ele, mas deixa eu falar direito.
G'day to you, officers. Well, there's the fishing village, an
Exatamente.
abandoned fish market, a bizarro church. Not much use to the congregation, though. There always seems to be something wrong with it. Yeah, not really much else. Just bombed out ruins.
Como que eu atravesso? Como? Como que eu vou pro outro lado? Meu mano aqui, você não sabe alguma coisa sobre isso, não?
Everything's still cool here, officer.
Não. Tudo massa aqui, tudo é massa. Mas eu vou falar lá com o Manhã, né? Ver se ele sabe alguma coisa de poder passar pro outro lado ali.
Hola, wandering man. How can I help you now?
Algo dourado, uma chama selvagem. Certo, tem um nome pra mim. Não. Se for. E agora? Deu um broche comemorativo para penhorar. Eu vou lá devolver a ela. Eu preciso ir na vila de pesca. Tem que achar uma fita triste. Um caminho. Tá, esse aqui vai demorar. Vou precisar do meu distintivo. Isso aqui eu não consigo pagar até hoje à noite, nem fudendo. Isso aqui eu me recuso. Tá, vamos ali. Eu já tentei abrir a bagulho de lixo com a força bruta, não lembro.
This trash container is locked. The sliding lid has a padlock that says
Ah não,
boiling
mano.
in rags.
É muito difícil. Tá maluco. Tem um maluco ali.
Hello again, sweetie. I hope you were able to pawn that old trinket. Oh, thank you, dear. I confess I am glad to see it again.
Even the lieutenant seems happy with this turn of events.
Now, what else, sweetie? Yes, officer. You look rather dazed. Like a stunned fox. But surely things can't be that bad.
She won't judge you, no matter what you say.
Oh my. You know where we are, right?
Estados Unidos, Chaves, Neva Show, Insulíndia. Eu realmente não sei. Algum hotel decadente, uma zona de guerra no fim do mundo. Estamos mortos, assombrando aos outros, somos fantasmas.
That's right. And where is the Whirling in Rags cafeteria itself located? Yes, indeed. We are in the fine city of Revachol. How would I even begin to tell you? Revachol is the most beautiful city in the world.
Caralho.
We're fortunate to be here, you and I. I haven't seen very many other cities personally, but everyone says so. Revachol is a rare jewel. This city used to rule the world, though it has seen better days. Speaking of history, you know what year it is, yes?
Caralho, mano, eu não lembro. Acho que era 51. Não era
You're
973?
joking.
Não.
Try again, one more time. What year is it? That's right, dear. How splendid. Here, take this pen. Knowledge should always be rewarded.
Her relief is palpable. She was getting pretty worried about you there, but now she relaxes her shoulders.
I can tell that this is taxing for you, so I'll just ask one more question. What regime are we living under? What mode of government?
Nossa, fudeu. Gostaria de pensar que a ditadura do proletariado. Nossos líderes são guerreiros ferozes que atravessaram as polícias de corções. Esse é o arquitetos que executam cálculos a determinar o mais livre do mercado. Todo mundo luta e rala como visionário fodão. Rádios estão sendo usados para controlar suas mentes das pessoas. Distorcendo as percepções de realidade. Cara, tem como ser muito monarca, velho. Ocultando nossos verdadeiros mestres estrangeiros e mulheres. Tiras. Estamos vivendo sob o regime dos tiras.
Actually, we are not. You could say that about almost any other nation, but not Revachol. Try one more time, officer.
É verdade.
Damn it. I was really hoping it would be a cop world. Okay, well, let's see.
Não, isso daqui é verdade, calma. É ditadura proletariado, mas que não é das leis ferozes que atravessam as pontes. Não. Marca inteligente que executa o cálculo para terminar mais mercado, todo mundo luta e rala como visionário foda.
Nope, sadly not. Revachol is what's called a zone of control, under an alliance of foreign powers called the Coalition. We have no government of our own, and what democracy we have is market-driven.
Meaning, buying is voting.
Tá.
Oh dear, this is troubling. You really ought to know that, being one yourself. There aren't any cops in Revachol, not in the traditional sense. The status of law enforcement has been a complicated matter since the revolution. But we should stop for today, sweetie. You look like you need a break. Besides, I'm not the best person.
She's scared now. She's realized you really are brain damaged.
Someone more educated in
No, I'm not an encyclopedia. I won't be a guide either.
Of course. Then I don't know. Someone rich, maybe? Wealthy people are educated.
Ainda parece. Ah, essa caneta. Um pouco. Tá bom. Tá bom. E esse maluco aqui? Esse aqui não era o cozinheiro? Não, era não.
You see a heavy steel door with "the door does not."
Can I help you?
Mine? No, it belongs to the...
Thank you for clearing that up. Why do you keep the container?
Why? To keep the hobos and drunks out. That's why. And the neighbors too. They put their trash there and they don't pay for the garbage.
I thought as much. And are you the only party with access to the trash con-
Well, yes. Us and the garbage just...
It seems a little callous, doesn't it? Something stirs in you. Prod at him and find out.
Não parece cruel para você negar até suas sobras para os pobres.
What do you need them for?
It concerns the case. Please cooperate.
Just bring them back once you're done, please.
Então, em relação ao dinheiro que estou te devendo, eu vi algo aqui no Elysium.
Yes, have you got it? A lot. A lot. For the... Like what?
130 é
I was
foda.
really enjoying talking about the money you owe me. Absolutely out of the question.
Absolutely in the question. First we find a sad banger. Then we sing this place to shit. Your body is ready, sire.
What thing?
Uma placa dizendo que é feita reserva para o sindicato. Uma porta azul.
Oh, yes, that door, sure. There's nothing mysterious about it. It's just a door. No, I don't have a key. I don't know how to get there. And I don't care either. It's not like I've been wondering about it for 10 years. It's just the frit warehouse, probably.
Wondering about it is, of course, exactly what he's been doing for 10 years.
Or some boring storage space with a bunch of old junk and dust. Junk and dust.
He's attempting to maintain an air of indifference. It's absolutely not convincing.
Deixar ele fingir. Algo que você gostaria de saber.
Fine, okay, a little. But my job doesn't leave me time for wondering about one locked door in one of the cafeterias I manage. So I haven't opened it. I have cleaned the whole place 100 times over, though, after the animals. And I haven't found a key, so good luck with that. Yes, not the whole damn union, thank God. Just the nastiest and loudest faction. They come here in the evenings. Dumb, unruly types. Think they're...
He hates the Union, but grudgingly recognizes its power over him. So he's directing his frustration at you instead. Retaliate.
Apenas você tem que lamber as botas do sindicato, de palavras. Você está acima de provocações gratuitas.
I don't. I'm simply providing a service, or really facilitating the offering of services to paying customers, and it doesn't matter. I don't have to explain myself to you.
We should find out who this Lord faction is, occupying the booth. Loudness means we don't. We have to wait. They'll show up sooner or later. Men get hungry, even men on strike.
Was there something else? Because I have coasters to stack. What?
You feel like you should come back to this thing-based questionnaire if you see anything interesting in the whirling later.
Tá, vamos lá na lixeira, né?
This trash container with a well-oiled crack. Don't. Maybe you shouldn't. There is, but you won't like it. Sweat forms on your brow. The smell of rotten food rises to greet you. You see soggy cartons, dirty rags, and organic waste.
We're just in time. This hasn't been emptied for over a week.
Ali embaixo das caixas de papelão, mexa nos trapos, investiga os restos de comida.
You see milk and egg rest with one broken egg in it. Some pasta wrapper. Picking up the soggy packages somehow feels familiar. A box falls into pieces in your hands. Batiste Soleil cereal. There are plastic pasta packages below. And turbo noodles. Among the threadbare kitchen towels, something catches your eye. A pair of... As the legs of the slime-covered jeans begin to unspool from the garbage, a rank corpse...
The victim's clothes?
Olha aí.
Cadaverine odor is faint. If these belong to the deceased, they were removed when he was still in the early stages of decay. Drop them in here, officer. Guitar marked blue jeans. Pockets empty or emptied. He wore them with a belt, too. A white belt. The loops appear stretched, but the belt is missing. That's it. Do you see anything else in there?
Something slimy catches your eye. A drab,
Vai dar merda.
long-sleeved shirt, olive-colored, appears from the food waste, dripping with pus.
This is a military-type overgarment. No label or serial number. This is the kind of rib-knit shirt that's worn over light armor.
The rest of the rags are just kitchen variety waste. A yellow old mug that catches your eye. But other than that...
All right. We should go to Gart again and ask if he knows who put the clothes in the trash. It could be as simple as someone from the hostel cleaning the yard. Or that one. I'd advise against confronting that force. Not really. All we know is the victim's clothes are in the trash.
No, não faz
The
muito
lid was
sentido.
locked and his establishment had the key. It's just a small loose thread.
Não faz sentido, porque ele não
The
colocaria um bagulho que vai
lieutenant
prejudicar o
nods,
próprio negócio
then
dele.
looks back into the trash container. It's just organic nothing. What's this? A blue piece of plastic sticks out from the apple peels. It's shiny. Something larger. A clipboard. A blue plastic clipboard with moist paper.
Officer, is that your paperwork? It is. Look. The plastic has the
Meu
RCN
Deus.
street grid on it. You've even got an autopsy form in there. If you don't mind me asking, how did this get in the trash?
Então, já se perderam para que alguém se comece. Eu acho que eu não queria mais ser um tiro, então eu joguei fora. Alguém do Reading jogou no lixo? Eu não sei, sou chato.
Officer, this is an official piece of paperwork. It probably contains notes on numerous ongoing investigations, and could even list undercover operatives, informants. I suggest integrating it into your style, for all our sakes. It would also not hurt to start taking notes on the case. Now, tell me what your eagle eyes see. Or are we finished?
Some items, such as the ledger you found, are interactable. Go to your inventory
Tá, eu
and
sei.
select the Interact tab to read.
You pick out a broken mug with an oddly racist depiction of the yellow man, frolic only in its social sensibility. The container sounds a muffled gong.
Que nojo!
That's one thing off the list. I think we got it all.
Perguntar ao Kuno e ao Gart. Tá, ver o fichário.
It's the ledger you found in the trash. A pitiful cabbage of white and yellow papers hanging from plastic board, barely held together by a metal clip. This sad display is made complete by the faint smell of urinal cleaner.
Limpador, meu Deus.
There's a piece of toilet paper, or is it cleaning tissue? No, it's toilet paper. Desperately sticking to... It's a metaphor for you. Below the pathetics, terror. Do not look into its blue heart.
Folhear as páginas, brancas, amarelas, olhar para cheiro fechado.
They're not exactly white. They're yellowed in patches by sunlight and alcohol, and covered in dense blue handwriting. Ink escapes into water. Once in a while, there's a red stamp that exclaims, "Case files commit to paper." The case files themselves are plenty, You count more than 100 sodden, crumpled up, earmarked pages falling apart in your hands. They appear to be sufficiently work, strife, poverty, the Jamrock Quarter. These are handwritten logs of investigations dating back to January 51, this year. The exact number is hard to estimate, due to missing pages and an odd naming convention. But there are at least 20. It's the middle of March. You have attempted 2 cases a week on average.
Tá. Havia menção a uma convenção de nomenclaturas aqui. Terminei de funcionários.
Yes, it appears you employ a, shall we say, robust, a title, one might say even. One that draws inspiration from snoop fiction and vespertine cop show staples. Yes, others appear more light-hearted. It's going to take an effort to piece these case files together, but it can be done. Once you're done inspecting them.
You mean the alphanumeric? Officer, precinct, time of arrival at the scene?
Alfanumérico. Pode chegar à cena. Eu vou mentir,
Good.
foda-se.
That's a good one.
He understands you're concealing something, sire.
But do you also use the titular? Well, so do I. In our defense, officer, almost every... It's a holdover from the early days of the RCM, right after the revolution, when the organization had little idea how to do things. It persists in an unofficial...
Your secret is safe with the rotten cabbage of papers in your hand.
Tá.
Writing covers almost all the pages. There is, once all the tasks you've completed, inspect, get the interview. It's not exactly poetry. A satisfying things to be done and things.
No, actually. Any ideas? Great. That's great. That's actually what I was thinking too. The Hanged Man. Good, strong name. I'm going to start calling it the Hanged Man. It's good we sorted this out.
You don't exactly close them, so much as distance yourself from the smelly papers. It's proving to be harder than expected. You just don't have the intellectual rigor to patch the quilt back together. Try again later.
Por enquanto eu vou largar. Vamos perguntar aí pro Kuno.
Fuck does Kuno care? The fuck about it? Fuck are you talking?
He says you're stupid, Kuno. They want to make you stupid again.
Oh, did Kuno make your shit sniffing harder? Obstruction of shit sniffing? This is Kuno's kingdom. Just a couple of pigs.
Yeah, you tell.
Looks like you're a fagari now, whatever that means. The suspicious question doesn't really work in antagonistic situations.
Your test.
Get lost.
Right, pig. This is where Kuno plays with his little wooden choo-choo.
Oh,
do you won't? Yeah, Kuno doesn't know shit about that. That shit is beneath Kuno. Listen, listen. Kuno doesn't care about this. Kuno could hook you up with some sweet rags. Shit like Kuno's wearing. Your size, good price. 500 real.
Nossa senhora.
Look.
The lieutenant remains silent, but his expression couldn't say, I told you so.
Whatever. Kuno was trying to help you, but you're too fat for falling anyway, pig. Yeah, whatever. Kuno...
Foda-se, pau no cu do Kuno. Quando eu fui jogar o jogo essas horas, mano, já é... Vai dar meia-noite, eu tô ficando com sono, pra ser sincero. Esse jogo é muita coisa pra ler, velho. Porra.
Can I help you? Thanks. I hope you how strange. I certainly didn't put them there. The trash collection service? CS Municipal. I don't see why they would put anything in the...
Ah, the elusive CS Municipal. I doubt we'll be able to track down who was sent here last and when.
On Clinton Street, near the Boogie Street Diamond.
Thank you anyway.
Colocou lá.
Sylvie had the keys before I got here, and I can vouch for her. I can vouch for all my staff. None of us would tamper with the crime scene.
Talvez não sei de ter colocado essa luz lá. Não vou ficar incriminando o cara não.
Yes?
Bom, deixa eu subir. Será que tem como eu botar meu boneco pra dormir? Porque no próximo dia eu já teria muita coisa pra fazer já.
The bed is cold and not particularly inviting.
The option to go to sleep becomes available every night after 9 p.m.
Ai, tá bom. Então, é isso. Amanhã nós joga mais, rapaziada. Foi rapidinho, uma horinha só, mas é porque também já não estou no melhor horário para esse tipo de jogo. Mas é isso, gente. Obrigado quem está acompanhando. Deixa o like, se inscreve. Até a próxima e fui!